G'day guys, what's up? It's Matty and welcome to a new video. I haven't done one in a while now, but I decided to do that. I've just been really busy, got university now, I've had my second week. Oh, I'm in the middle of my second week actually, and I've just been settling, and that's why I haven't been able to make some videos. But I decided, slowly I've been doing some quests. I have reached 95 prayer, which has been awesome, but I'm still rocking the classic party, so I need to do some quests. And to do the Temple of Fenkenstrain, which is the quest to do Turmoil, I need to do a couple other quests. And I've been doing Shades of Mor'ton, Missing My Mummy, Tales of Muspah, and now I'm going to do the Curse of Arrav. Now, it doesn't have here in my, prepared for me, just because I don't have the Thieving level, but I do have an Abyssal Lurker and the Abyssal Stealth Scroll to be able to temporarily boost it to 66, which is one of the requirements. If you'd like to know what you need to bring here, I'll put everything in the description below. But until then, what you need to do is you need to be able to buy one of these night teleports to talk to an old man. If you do not have that, go to the fair rings and put in DLQ and then just go south. But I'm just going to use one of these because it's a lot easier, and I'll meet you at the old man. Alright guys, so the next thing you need to do is, after talking to Ali the Wise, you need to teleport to Trollium and try and find a mountain called Trolleywee's Mountain. I think that's how you pronounce it. But a way to get in there is be on normal spellbooks, have 2 fire runes and 2 law runes, teleport and go northwestish until you find an exclamation point on your map. So just go south here, and it's a bit of a travel, but if you can teleport here, it's a lot more useful. I think if you do not haven't done the quest to be able to teleport, you need to have some rock climbing boots and travel, I think, from that city that's sort of south from here. I forget what it's called, but it's near the troll invasion place. But anyway, yeah, I've just been going to uni now, so I haven't really had time to make some videos, but I will try my best to make some time and make some small videos. I have just been doing, the reason why I haven't been doing any quest videos is because all the ones I have been doing have been very boring. It's been extremely tedious to do some of these quests, especially getting the requirements for it. But for double XP weekend or bonus experience weekend, I am planning to do some pyramid plunder, because I have been doing that, and that's a lot easier than just picking pocket like guards and that. So I plan to get that to at least 76 to be able to do all the quests in the game. But anyway guys, we have now reached the cave and I'm getting damaged, so ooh, that's not good. So I'm going to enter the cave, and now we are safe. Alright guys, so just travel northwest until you find a crevice and go through it. Just make sure that you have protection from melee on, because you verse these, but you have to run past these ice trolls, which are level 124, and the first one I got smacked by hit me at 214, so just watch out guys, especially if you're lower level. So travel through it, and now you should be outside. Just go east, and if you don't know where you're going, just remember that the gnome here is nearby it, and go through another cave entrance, and you should be very schmick. It's getting dark. And now you should be in a much darker cave, not like an icy one like in the last one. So you need to travel through the cave. To do that, you're going to need either a rune pickaxe recommended or a dragon pickaxe, and you're going to need to travel through these massive mine rubbles. Now you can't mine through these, so you're going to have these small rubbles. So travel through the east one first, go through here, and there should be a way in through these small rubbles. So just start mining it. And yep, it's broken through, and the next one should break as well, and just travel through it. On the way there, you're going to find these tablets. Pick each one up, and at the next available place, you need to bank them. So pick up the stone tablet, and now you need to mine through all this stuff, and you need to go and pick up the granite tablet. So the reason why you need these is after the quest is done, you need to be able to give that to Ali in order to finish the quest. So some stones don't break, you need to go in 2 separate points in order to mine it. but I'll just cut through when everything is about to break. So once you've reached the end of the tunnel, search this bookcase here, and then you should receive a special book telling you about the Madra or those type of guys. Ooh, not that one. Must be this one. And as you can see here, some interesting notes. That's it. That's it right there. And it should tell you about the Madra and all that stuff. If you want to read that, go for it. But as you can see here, the new graphical update has now been played. So I took a break and checked it out, and everything looks heaps different. It looks pretty decent majority of the time. I mean, some things are a bit wacky, like I don't really like the way they did Insulated Boots. I think that's going to affect the price of it. I like, you know, a full Armadale looks pretty cool, except I think you look sort of like a Power Ranger in my opinion, especially when you have like a Spirit Shield, sort of like if I was wearing a Spectral, it'd be like the blue Power Ranger or stuff like that. DFS is a bit, it's good as well. Like I reckon the DFS, it looks a lot different, but it looks a lot more effective than what it really is. Fire Torso, Tassets, that's basically the new gear. And the problem is that all the prices are now fluctuated because a lot of people want to have the new thing to look at and all the new gear. I know Armadale's Tassets and all that have gone up. Black armor has also gone up because it kind of looks like Torva. Elite Void Dark, the Executioner, looks kind of terrible in my opinion, but I'm glad I'm sure everyone get used to it. I just feel sorry for some of the PKs out there, especially the hybriders, that are going to have a hard time trying to work out what each person's wearing, because basically you're going to go to each person and go, what the hell are you wearing, what are you risking, because sometimes D-High looks like one of the best armors in the game. So once you go upstairs, just talk to Arrav here and he'll start attacking you, because he cannot control his mind, so he's trying to prevent that from happening, but unfortunately he's going to start attacking you. So if you want to, he's level 180, he does do a bit of damage, so my suggestion is just put Protect from melee on, start piling up and use his best spec weapon, in my case it's a D-Claw, so just start attacking him, and in between the fights he should start talking to you. So yeah, he can't help it for the both of us. Good luck, Celepi, he wants his call and he'll piss off for a moment. So what you need to do is take the prayers off, go south, and I think you need to look for something. So once you fight Arrav, just go south through the door and search the tapestry, I think it's called, and you should be get a scroll and the key. Now this allows you to teleport back to the castle, and now just use one of your Nadar teleports and go talk to Ali the Wise. Let's go north. A question that my mate Freedom V told me, he asked me a question saying, what armor would I want to introduce to the game, what new armor that's, I think, not as good as Dragon, but better than Rune. And I was thinking about it for a while, and I was saying, what could they introduce to the armor that could have some decent effects in PvP, or maybe some new switches that they could do instead of just having one that's just defense better. And I was thinking that they could have armor that that the effects are influenced by the type of equipment you have used, sort of like Varrock's and Barrow's armor, but instead have armor that, instead of maybe have a particular chain body or chain skirt or whatever like that, that whenever you have two of those sets worn, any weapon that you carry that is either one-handed or maybe it could be only two-handed has its stats boosted in attack and strength. Not by a lot, but just by a little bit that could influence the way that people do PvP. Maybe people could switch to a particular chain body or chain skirt that when they're about to do a spec weapon with an AGS compared to maybe just doing a DDS spec. So that might be pretty good. Maybe you need to do a mini game. I would think you would have to do a mini game for that. But anyway, otherwise it's just discussing how you get into the castle and don't set off the alarm. But it shouldn't be that hard. There's lots of ways you can get in and guides that tell you what to do, and I'll explain to you how I'm going to get through all this stuff. But yeah, that doesn't look pretty, and apparently I can pass it. So let's just quickly skip through this, and that is what I'm aiming for. I'm pretty sure. Looks like a heart. Yep, it's Arrav's Heart, which we need to do. And after this quest, I'll be able to do Temple Celestine and be able to use curses, which is pretty sweet. From Alley of the Wise, go northeast into the temple or the pyramid. This is the same pyramid that you've done Missing My Mummy in, so you should recognize it. And go find and talk to the mummy. You need also to complete 100% of the Missing My Mummy quest in order to be able to do this bit. So after you have a chat with her, she'll give you an empty canopic jar, which basically is a preservation of Arrav's Heart once you get it, and she'll tell you some ingredients in order to fully fill that. So one it is 3 Dwellberries, so just use them. Make sure you don't eat them because they'll be kind of dumb. You need to add sacred oil. Okay, so I have any dose of sacred oil, anything will do. Add that in. Add each berry in, and then add a ring of life. And now it should be a full canopic jar. Return to Alley of the Wise, and he'll explain to you how to get into the place where you're trying to sneak in and get Arrav's Heart. So I will suggest bringing a Rune Crossbow and a grappling hook, as well as Insulated Boots, any boosting, temporary boost that you need, a base key, basically any pouches such as the Macaw or the Ravenous Locus pouch as you need them, and anything else such as maybe some food in case you're not really sure. But other than that, guys, I'll see you at the entrance of the tower. Have a chat to Alley of the Wise and then go to Varrock. He'll explain to you that you need to speak to a man named Heartwind, which will explain to you how to get into the Chaos Temple safely. So just remember to bring a Mithril grapple with your crossbow and head there right now. See yous. Second, I'm assuming I don't go through there. But yeah, I think just before I go through, I need to explain what I would do instead of having the Wheel of Fortune stuff. Now, the Wheel of Fortune affects the amount of items that is introduced to the game. It creates items. Even though they can't be tradable, they're still creating items. Because, for example, if I got a Bandos Tassets, why on earth would I keep 2 of them? I would just sell my real ones and just, keep the ones I got. I'll just make sure I won't die with them. So that's adding items to the game in a sense. What I would have done instead is, instead of adding items into the game, I would have done this. Each player, either every day or once a week, whatever it may be, puts money in, not a lot of money, it could be just 1k or maybe 10k or something like that, into a lottery system. Now, what happens is you go to a special place and you purchase yourself a ticket, 1 ticket only per player, and that player, I would suggest it will only be a members thing, only for the fact that free-to-play people could just make accounts and accounts and accounts, just farm it. But I would assume members would have this thing. I know it's bad, and I know it's not really taking consideration as people who don't pay to play the game, but you gotta look from a standpoint of people are not abusing this system. But what you'll do is you'll buy a ticket, and that ticket could be in pools of numbers. So for example, per 5,000 people or 1,000 people, whatever Jaggers would understand, depending on how many players play this game, you would have a number in that pool. So you could draw out a number from 1 to 1,000. If that pool is full, you go to another pool of 1,000 people, and you can grab a ticket from there. So you can only grab 1 ticket. So and basically you pay for that ticket. A number's drawn. You can view that number from a specific place, or maybe go to an FC and they'll tell you, I'm sure there'll be FCs on it, and winner takes all. If your number's drawn, you take all the money, so that everyone's put in to purchase tickets. So you can understand 1,000 people times 10k or 1,000 is a lot of, it could be a decent amount. That's 1 mil or maybe 10 mil or something like that. You could do that once a week or maybe once a day. And what that does is, instead of adding items to the game and adding inflation or oversupply of items into the game, it's instead transferring money from one player to another, or in this case, a whole bunch of players into one player. Yes, it can be a bit bullshit having just one person receiving a lot of money, but that's why you only have 1,000 people in a pool of money. Jaggers will need to have a long think about what would be fair for a player to receive, and how balanced would it be. But then again, I would prefer this because there's no inflation involved of GE. There's no you know, artificial increase in price or decrease in price. It's just instead a whole bunch of players adding things to the game. And it's not a game breaker. It's just a fun thing they could add in the game that they were aiming to do with this Wheel of Fortune stuff. But personally, I just think it's a tease. It's like, oh, you want this divine? You want this divine? No, fuck you. You know, you can't have this divine because instead you get one air rune, which is just like a big flip off from Jagex. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think about that, and I'll stop rambling and continue with the quest. So thanks, guys. So a way to get around those human detective spells is to wear your insulated boots, make sure they're on, and go to the room with the cooking range and go through the pipe. Squeeze through the pipe, it's rather smelly. That's what she said. Okay. So use your thing, go remote view, and just start talking to it. A cutscene should happen, and it will give you a remote view of the guards in this place. See, stupid zombies. And search the table. You'll need to search the table for the codes. See any table, I think one of them bound to have this. So the decoder strips, exactly what you need. And then pick the lock of the chest south wall of the code key. So where are these chests? Okay. So then try and pick the lock. So you do not have the thieving level. If you do not have the thieving level, summon your Abyssal Lurker. So I must dismiss it now. Summon your Abyssal Lurker, and then cast Abyssal Stealth. Pick the lock. You managed to pick the lock, which is always good, and you found a 4-letter code with it. Now I understand how you do this. Basically what you need to do is, you go to your first strip, go to the letter that it's at. So in this case it's 0. Put that in. Go to the second one, in this case it was G. So slide that across, put that to 2. So this number is 3. I would recommend bringing a couple of these just in case you don't get it. Alright, so in this case it's I again for my third strip. So what you want to do is move that one out and put your third one in. So in this case it's an I. A 9, sorry. Bugger this one off. So bang. And now the last number is also another I, so just put that one in, which I think is either another 9 or a 4. It is another 9. So bang. You hear the door unlatching. So let's get the hell in before the guards come. And now we're in. Happy days. So the last thing to do is just grapple through all the pipes. Make sure you got your grapple hook equipped. If you do not, you may need to boost your stats if you do not have the requirements. But yeah, look at my guy go. Oh yeah, badass. Take the pedestal. So take it back to Alley of the Wild. But before you do that, just you need to withdraw all those tablets that I talked about earlier. There's 4 tablets. Without them you can't complete the mission. So south to the bank. These things are very handy. I would recommend that over using the fairy rings, only because you can straight away teleport from anywhere and you don't always have a fairy ring nearby, such as that situation. So grab that, grab the stones. So okay, well I've got to find these things which I think are here. I'm just going to withdraw some sharks. Also got dread nymphs, by the way, which are freaking awesome. They're really fun. I think that's it. And I just got to return these to Alley of the Wilds, and that's it. That's Curse of Arrav. Not very difficult quest. The only thing that sort of caught me off guard was only bringing 1 pouch. I would recommend bringing maybe 2 or 3 just in case you panic or you don't understand the midi game, that any guide such as Wiki or maybe use another video guide. Hopefully this guide is helping you. I'm not really saying this is a guide, but just how I'm doing this quest. So yeah, how's the Grave Heart robbery going along? Done it. Give it to him. Yep, he's all happy. And now I've done it. I've completed the Curse of Arrav. I've received 1 quest point, 14k Thieving experience, 9k range, 9k strength, 9k agility, 30k mining. That's very good. 2.5k Slayer, 4k summoning, and now I can do the quest Temple of Cenistine, which I'm very looking forward to doing either tomorrow or on Friday for me. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, I would appreciate a like, or give me some things to talk about in my discussions, because I do like to talk about some certain topics that some people want me to put my opinion on. But yeah, hopefully I'll have a video soon if I've got enough time, and I'll catch you guys next time with a new vid real soon. So thanks guys.